What is up, DTube chain, Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk a little bit about the potential irony of Utopia. What I mean with Utopia is, well, imagine a place where everything is basically taken care of. So the potential irony for that, if we look at how fast technology is developing, if you look at AI, and if we just imagine AI in 70 years. So there are some things here. We can for example project. So we can see that there's a lot of people that are not happy when even right now when all their needs all their needs are basically taken care of. There's still a lot of people struggle to find happiness. So we can for example project, 70 years in the future, the best AI. The irony of that, I think irony is the right word, but it may actually cause an effect where people hate it. This is something that people do not want to hear, of course, because it makes it sound like everything that they're doing is really meaningless. So, what is AI gonna do? Okay, if we imagine 70 years in the future, what it's gonna make it so there's nothing for you to do. Really, there's nothing. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to walk around. We can have a robot that walks around, looks like you, talks like you, do all of this. We can do it with AI that's coming. We can have AI do your job and all of this, because it's not really that hard for an AI. So yeah, the really big irony of that is if it would cause an effect where people hate it and that they really see no meaning with their life anymore. And they may then, do something. So this is in many ways the dark side of a potential utopia. And of course, this is real risks that humanity may move into that direction, where if people truly feel, well, I have nothing to do, or like there's nothing here to do. There's nothing. Everything is already taken care of. And we're already sort of creating that sort of situation with the world. If you look at the young generations, they have almost everything is already given to them. So do they need some device? Do they need some food? I mean, most of the stuff is already sort of handled in many ways. So it can create this kind of effect of learned helplessness, which means that the person is just, they really look at it logically and they see, what is the point of all this? There is no point. There's nothing here needed to be done. And that may actually cause a person to feel very, very negative emotions. Now I only say may, because this is a potential scenario, okay? So, I don't know, it's one of these weird things. So, you see a lot of people that worry about, inflation and all of this, and I get it. I get it in many ways. Inflation. What about my job? I get it. But we just look at the trend of AI, it's going to do all of it. So it's more about other potential risks. And this is a real risk, that people have nothing to do. And if people feel that they're useless, and if billions of people feel like they're useless, that's a real potential risk. Because, billions of people in that state, not good, not good, not good. Of course, this does not have to happen. This is just a potential scenario of a potential utopian scenario where all is already taken care of. So it really comes down to, can people be joyful today? Or is there something missing? Or are they not happy? If they're not happy right now, and we already have that with millions of people, how is it going to be in the future with AI? And it does everything. And you don't even have to play a game anymore. The game plays itself. What are you going to do? This is, I don't know. It's one. It sort of is this perspective that most people are not really looking at it from, because everyone is so focused right now on, what about my job? What about my tokens? And all of this. And I really get it. But if you just look at it, any game, any sort of number game we can play, and we can create that out of nothing. Eventually you're gonna stack up some memory of something. And then you're gonna have it, what you need. So there really is nobody covering this, because it sounds so depressing in many ways. It sounds so depressing because a person, everything that they strive for, we can just give them that with the AI on day one. Now what? Of course, this means that a human sort of has to dig deeper into themselves, dig deeper into life, and not just living the surface stuff, right? Because if you only live on the surface stuff, obviously they may panic. So we can see, for example, we can just see with humans that they're inventing a lot of stuff. They're inventing a lot of drama, a lot of emotions. And it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you inventing all of this stuff? Humans, it's almost as if everything was perfect, humans would go insane. Now, of course, we don't want to plant that idea in people's heads, because then they might not even do something in life, because they see, well, what's the point of it? What is the point of it? So yeah, that is something that's kind of interesting. The risks of humans feeling useless. Not because anything is missing, but because they have everything. And this is something that, I think there's a quote somewhere, goes something like, be careful with what you wish for, because you might end up get it. Or something like that. So, and there are many stories about this actually. There was some story about some old guy, everything turned to gold. And then he started to touch humans, and they started to turn into gold. Now you don't have humans anymore, you just have gold. It probably means a lot in many ways that people shouldn't be so attached to specific things in life, but trying to look at it from a more holistic way. But it is a serious risk. It is a serious risk. Because everything that humans knew in a few years, that's going to be nothing in many ways. They're going to see that what they thought was life, was everything. That it was really a small thing, right? It was really a small thing, because however much information a person has gathered, it's still so small compared to all the information. And the AI is just gonna trump everyone. It's gonna be so much better than us that it's gonna look like a joke. Everything that we've gathered is gonna look like a sick joke in many ways. Oh, that wasn't really life, that was just some small gatherings. So yeah, I mean, that is the irony of Utopia. That we're probably gonna do it, and it may not happen, but it may potentially go insane. Doesn't have to happen, but hey man, we can look at charts. We can see that pharmaceutical industry, the alcohol industry, they're bigger than food, I think, right now. They're bigger than food. Alcohol's bigger than food. Pharma, pills, it's bigger than food. And the biggest industry is arms, guns, weapons. That's the biggest industry, I think, when I heard about this. So the biggest industries are basically all about death in many ways. So pharma is saying, for example, it pretends to help you in many ways. Alcohol in many ways is sort of putting a person to sleep. And arms, that is surely death. So it is, we can see what humans invest in right now. It can change, of course. Humans can change. But right now, that is not looking that great. I mean, how can those industries be bigger than food? That's kind of weird, right? That's kind of weird. Clearly something is being done kind of wrong. So yeah, the irony of potential utopia, potential abundance and all of this is that it might go crazy. And people might feel useless. Feel like there truly is nothing to do. Because why play a game when a robot can do it better for you? Can you enjoy it? It's a good question. It's a good question. So yeah, some quick thoughts here to consider a little bit. And the reason why I want to cover it from this side, I know it sounds negative in some ways, but a lot of people cover the other side of, oh, positive vibrations, oh, abundance, oh, we're gonna reach utopia, oh, we have the AI, oh wow, it's gonna be amazing. And it probably will be, but there is also this chance, of utopia, and that's the irony of all of it, I think. Yeah, have a great day, DTube. Have an awesome day. Steam blockchain today. It's July 1st, 2019. Bye-bye.